for tonight's What's for Dinner. I am making this chicken Parmesan Caprese. This is what it looks like. Delicious. From the Skinnytaste Airfryer Cookbook. I will link it down below in case you would like to purchase it. But we are going to be making like a bruschetta topping with these tomatoes, some garlic and olive oil, and some salt and pepper. And then for the chicken, you're going to need chicken breasts, 8 ounces, but I don't have 2 8-ounce breasts, but I only had tenders, so we're making tenders. So you need some tenders, you need some breadcrumbs, oil, balsamic glaze. She calls for pesto. Personally, I don't like pesto, so I'm just omitting it. You need an egg, some salt and pepper, and some mozzarella cheese. She calls for Parmesan cheese, but I'm eliminating that too because I don't have any dairy-free parm, but I have my dairy-free mozzarella. And did I say balsamic glaze? I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. And some pasta to go along with it. So if you hear my air fryer, you're supposed to preheat your air fryer at 400. Put the tomatoes, the garlic, salt, and pepper along your air fryer basket. Since mine looks like that is why I put some aluminum foil on the bottom. And it says to cook them for 4 to 5 minutes. In the air fryer, I'm just going to set these pieces aside. So it's basically 2 tenders per serving. If I want to use these tenders for something else, or if I'm going to use them with the rest of the toppings, I'll just put the toppings on when I'm ready to eat them and put them in their air fryer and cook them up that way. But for right now, I'm just going to take these cutlets or these tenders. Now you're going to top the chicken with about 1 ounce of mozzarella. And then I am going to put some of the cherry tomatoes right on top. I'm just going to use my fingers because it is for me, and that is okay. So I put the pasta at the bottom, sprinkled or drizzled a little bit of that balsamic glaze down. I put some red pepper flakes in there and a little bit more tomatoes. Your chicken at the top. This cheese doesn't melt like typical cheese since it's dairy free. Now I'm just going to top it with a little bit of parsley for a little bit of green, and then a little bit more balsamic drizzle at the top. And there you go. Doesn't it look delicious? Smells so good. It can't be bad, right? I tasted the tomatoes and oh my goodness, so good. So good. So today's what's for dinner is going to be a sushi bowl, like a California sushi roll, but made into a bowl form. So what you're going to need is some imitation crab meat, some rice, but I'm going to be using some riced cauliflower. I've defrosted this in the refrigerator. That's just the way I like to cook it. You can cook it from frozen, no problem, or you can steam it right in the bag, whatever you like. You need some green onions, an avocado. I like chili garlic sauce, so I'm going to be putting some of that on, some soy sauce, and some cucumber. So the first thing I'm going to do is to cook up the cauliflower rice, and I'm going to season it with salt, pepper, garlic powder, all the seasonings that I like. So I sprayed the pan with some cooking spray, and now I am going to add my cauliflower rice. I'm going to season it with some garlic powder and some salt and pepper.
So after I seasoned the cauliflower with some salt, I realized I should have not done that because I am going to be putting soy sauce in. Sometimes when I'm filming, I forget what I am doing. So if you're going to make this, do not add salt at this point.
Probably the simplest sushi, quote unquote, that you will ever make. Isn't that delicious? I added some of that everything but the bagel seasoning at the top. Why not? And some of that red chili paste, the garlic stuff. Oh, it's so good. But look at that. I eat this all the time and I'm absolutely in love with it. So for dinner tonight, I am just throwing some things together. I have these Zesty Italian meatless meatballs from Aldi. I've already had some of these and they're actually super delicious. They have great seasoning, great flavor. It's made with soy protein, onion, garlic, basil, and herbs. They're delicious, to be honest. So I'm going to make those with some broccoli, and I'm going to put this citrusy garlic seasoning from Trader Joe's along with a little bit of this butter on top of the broccoli. And then I'm going to make some rice, basmati rice, and use some sugar-free barbecue sauce. This GQ's is delicious also. I'm going to put that over the meatballs. So the first thing I'm going to do is start boiling some water and cooking the meatballs. So for for the broccoli, I just put a little bit of water at the bottom of the pan, and I'm going to put the broccoli in there and just cook them up until they're almost soft, and the water has evaporated. And then I am going to add a little bit of butter and some of that citrusy garlic seasoning. So here is the final dish. It is delicious. That citrusy garlic seasoning blend, I tried a piece of broccoli. So good. You need to pick that up at Trader Joe's. And I know the barbecue sauce is good, and I know the meatballs are good, so the rest of the dish, I'm sure, is spot on. This is just a quick and easy meal, and that is it. So thank you everybody for watching this What's for Dinner, and I will see you in my next one. Bye-bye.